Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Kevy's One Stop Repairs and Airgun Mods by KNS. We're going to show you the Mastercraft Maximum Series expandable ratchet with tilt locking head. That's a lot to say in one breath, right? Anyways, position 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can also lock this. There's a little button on the side here. It ain't going anywhere. And you can lock it in any position. So it's really handy to be able to lock that. Okay, show you every position here. Locks. Locks up. Oh, that was me. Now, it also has your flip key on the back for on and off, or left and right, however you want to call it. Push button to release the socket. Now you also have to push the button to get the socket on there, and it locks it firm. It's not coming off. This is actually, ever since they invented this system with the push button release, this has been like the bomb. You know, it's really great. Now these multi-point sockets are something I never had with my large Stanley kit that I bought, because I bought a big kit. And so it's kind of handy if you have a star fastener, or if you've got a square fastener head you've got to get off. These things are handy for that, because a 6-point won't remove a square, and a 6-point won't remove a multi-point. So, and you know, when you're taking off 6-point fasteners, you should actually use a 6-point socket, and the reason behind that is you're going to get more allowable torque with a 6-point over a multi-point. The multi-point, although yes, they will work, if that fastener's on there really tight, I've actually seen sockets get the insides torn. I've seen the fasteners themselves get wrecked because a 6-point is not the most, or a multi-point is not the most practical socket for a 6-point bolt. And it's not often you come across multi-points, but you do come across squares and 6s a lot, and you need these to get squares off, you know. So, and they do, like I said, for fasteners that wouldn't be under a lot of torque. If this is what's handy to grab, then grab it and use it. It will work fine. But just watch it with bolt fasteners that are on there with a lot of torque. This may or may not work out very well, which is why I have 6-points more than anything else. Most of my 1/2-inch drive set is multi-point, and I'm actually going to be also getting a 6-point kit as well for that. All of the impacts that I buy, I always buy 6-points, because I'm never going to run into a situation where I'm going to have to pull a multi-point fastener off that's going to require an impact socket. So, you know, that's just, for me, it's never going to happen. But anyway, the expandability issue here is like this. Well, it's not an issue, it's great. But here's closed up all the way. Okay, then you've got the next stage here. Then you get another one, okay, and then that's your maximum length. That gives you a lot of extra leverage. Now, yeah, you could say, well, why don't I just use a ratchet with a pipe, you know, on the end? Well, you could, but the pipe's a little sloppy. You could actually damage the pipe. You could slip with the pipe and then hurt yourself. There's a lot of different reasons why not to use a pipe. I've done it myself when I've had to, but now that I've got this in the 3/8 drive, I don't have to use a pipe anymore on 3/8 drive. If I want extra torque, I got it right here. Boom! You know, and I am going to show these tools in action. I got to work on my wife's bicycle this weekend, and so I'll show actually how this kit works with this, and possibly even one of those 1/4 drive matrix kits that I've put videos up on, and you'll see how they work and so on. Because a lot of guys have asked me, you know, how about, you know, instead of just telling us, you know, show us how they work. So yeah, I'm working on that too. Now see, here's a difference too. This is my snap-on wrench. Compare this to a regular 3/8 drive. I've already got a whack-load more leverage already, you know, and then I still got another 6 inches, right? So that's helpful. You know, compare size here. My Stanley to my snap-on. My Stanley has just a little bit extra. My Proto, you know, and my Proto is actually shorter. But it depends on what you need them for and how fine a tooth you need too for the area that you're working in. The Proto has more distance swing when it comes to fasteners. My Stanley is very little movement. You know, it's only a couple of degrees. And then you've got the snap-on, which again it's about the same as the Stanley actually. You get into this Mastercraft one, and you got even less space between, which is really kind of nice. I really like having that, the littler space. And there's good points and bad points to the smaller space too, don't get me wrong. A lot of times the larger the gap gives you more torque capability as opposed to having finer teeth. Finer teeth, yeah, they'll take a lot of torque, but they're not going to take near as much as something that's got a little bit more chunkier tooth to it. So that's another thing with having that variety of socket ratchet heads, different ratchets, is, you know, if you need that fine area, and because of the area you're working in, then you need the particular ratchet for that. If you need, you know, less and less room that you have to play with, then you need a much finer tooth ratchet. It's not about quality so much as it's about requirements for getting the job done, not just properly, but getting it done with the least amount of hassle too. Which is another reason why I have a variety of ratchets. Even in the quarter drives, I've got the Matrix, which are a really super fine tooth. I've got a wider tooth in a Proto. I've got a wider tooth in another model, and so on and so on. And then of course there's the breaker bars, right, which I have from quarter right to half-inch drive. So, but this kit here, you get this and you get this. Right now it's on sale this week, 20 bucks, okay? 20 bucks for all this. You can't even buy that for 20 bucks. This you can buy separately, but it's like $42. Except when it's on sale. I don't know what it goes on sale for. But, you know, even if it went on sale for 20 bucks just for this, you're better off waiting for the sale for this, and then you get all this for 20 bucks. It's like, mathematically, yeah, I get more for my buck. And this is normally a $50 set. So I waited and I waited and I waited for it to go on sale at the price that I wanted to pay, which I wanted to pay 20 bucks, you know. So I waited for it and I got it, and I'm very happy I did. I'm very happy with the results of using it already. It's been working great for me, and I'm sure it'll work great for a long, long time. And like I said, Mastercraft regular series, Mastercraft Maximum, Mastercraft Professional series, all lifetime warranty. If it breaks, they replace it. It's awesome. I like that idea. So, but anyway, I thought I'd show you that little kit, give you a little bit of info. And as far as the sizes go, if you want to know off the top, if I haven't mentioned it already, in the metric you get 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19. For the SAE side they give you is 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, and 13/16. So you've got a good variety of sockets there, even for doing a lot of jobs right off the hop. I mean, even for bicycles, most bicycle wheel nuts are 15 millimeter, you know, and you can use a star on them because, I mean, they're not on there with a lot of torque anyway. And you know, so using the star multipoint or multipoint, whatever you want to call them, 15 mil is common for wheel nuts on bicycles, unless you got a quick release system. 13 is actually used on a lot of the axle bolts for holding your cranks on. Sometimes it's a 14, you know, and so on. And so there's a lot of uses right there just working on bicycles, plus cars too, and so on. So, you know, they're useful, they're going to get used, you know, because almost everybody has a car, almost everybody has a bicycle kicking around somewhere, or a motorcycle, etc. And if you need that torque, this is going to give you that torque to not only break it open, to undo it, but it's also going to give you that do-up power as well. So it's kind of like having a breaker bar and all that in one, which is nice. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Happy YouTubing. We'll see you again on the next one, where we're going to talk about a really cool set of security bits that I picked up.